Alright, welcome back to Pokepedia, entry number 15, Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff. Remember to like if you like, and subscribe down below for more videos. Alright, so the schedule as always is a look at the basics and stats of Jigglypuff and its evolution Wigglytuff, battling and killing rules for both Pokemon, leveling and evolving rules for both Pokemon, tips and tricks for each evolution, and the biome spawns for each Pokemon. Let's get into it. So Jigglypuff's basics, its phenotype is it's number 39 on the Pokédex. Evolution is basic for now. As you know, in new generations after Gen 1, which we're currently on, Jigglypuff becomes a Stage 1 evolution because it gains a smaller evolution in Igglypuff. But we're not there yet, so we're not going to count that for now. Its type is normal and fairy. Phenotype is balloon. Height is 1 foot, 0.08 inches, and weight is 12.1 pounds. His role in the environment is a consumer, and type is filter feeder. What do I mean by this? So Jigglypuff is basically like a giant balloon. It intakes a bunch of air, filters in the nutrients, and then exhales and lets all that air back out. So it takes in all the nutrients, it filters it out of the air, and then lets all the air back out. So like it's basically just filtering all the air for its nutrients, and that's why it's called a filter feeder. So Jigglypuff's stats, so it has a base stat block of an HP score of 7, attack score of 3, defense score of 2, speed score of 2, a special attack of 3, and special defense of 2. These can be found in the Pokédex, and unfortunately when making a survival game, even if it's a Pokemon survival game, you can't just have an HP of 7 for a Pokemon. So you actually need to advance the stats out a little bit to make it more of a survival game. So my advanced stats are based off the Arc Survival Dino survival game, but it's basically Pokemon style, so it has a health of 140, stamina 200, food 300, speed 10 miles per hour, attack 15, defense 0 to 10%, special attack 30, and special defense 0 to 20%. Now the health is a little bit bigger, but also remember that Jigglypuff is technically a Stage 1 evolution if we go off later gen rules. So right now, since Jigglypuff is still a basic evolution, it does have slightly lower stats than a higher evolution would have, but also it is still considerable considering that it is a only single evolution Pokemon for now. So battling killing, so since both Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff are not optional kill Pokemon, they do not have the option to battle or kill. However, if you do kill a Jigglypuff in the wild, you'll get these following loot options. They'll either drop 1 to 2 reeds, a piece of sugar, or a moonstone. Now, if you kill a Wigglytuff in the wild, you may get the following loot from killing it, dropping 1 to 3 reeds, times 2 sugar, 1 to 2 moon shards, or a moonstone. So a little bit more for a Wigglytuff, but not that much. Now, of course, it's a survival game, so of course there is leveling and evolving. You can level your Pokemon through earning XP points. You earn XP points through 3 methods: winning battles, healing a Pokemon with items, and mating and breeding Pokemon. Leveling up, when a Pokemon levels up, its health, attack, stamina, and defense stats upgrade, and its XP bar increases by a percentage, making the next level harder to get to. Every 3 to 7 levels, since it is Pokemon, a new move is able to be learned. Remember, your Pokemon only has the ability to use 4 moves at a time, so if you do learn a new move, you'll have to forget one. And then every 5 levels, your special attack and defense stats will upgrade. Now, of course, since this is a Pokemon game, there's also the mechanic of evolving. A level 30 to 50 Jigglypuff will evolve into a Wigglytuff. When this happens, all stats except for speed increase by double, and a new move is guaranteed to be learned when a Pokemon evolves, in this case Jigglypuff to Wigglytuff. Alright, so tips and tricks. Not much for tips and tricks for Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff. They're very rare Pokemon to find, and really only you're going to be using them to grind sugar and moon shards, meaning that you're basically going to be just killing them in the wild instead of actually taming them, but you still can if you want to. They do have some useful abilities. Frisk is usable only by Wigglytuff. This ability will reveal what items an opponent Pokemon is holding, which is kind of nice, I guess. Friend Guard is usable only by Jigglypuff. It is an ability that lowers the damage done to an ally Pokemon when in a double battle, a duo battle. So let's say there's 2 Pokemon and Jigglypuff is one of them on your team battling a 2v2 situation. The other Pokemon that Jigglypuff is paired with will take damage will take 25 to 50% less damage when being damaged by opponent Pokemon. So Friend Guard is very useful in duel battles, but not much else. And then Fly Away, this is an ability in the wild. When losing in a fight, they can inflate themselves by inhaling air to float away and escape. So if you are planning to kill them or, just tame them, they will try and escape by just floating away because they are technically like balloons. So do bring a net or flying Pokemon if you do intend to hunt them down or tame them. So you have a Pokemon that can actually follow them into the air or a net to bring them back down to the ground. And then finally, since this isn't really, they are very simple Pokemon because they are rare to find, and also there's really not much use taming them in the wild. Jigglypuff spawns rarely in the plains biome. As you know, spawn rates are color-coded: blue guaranteed, green very likely to spawn, yellow likely to spawn, orange few will spawn, and red rare to spawn. Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff are the same. Both are rare to find in the plains biome. As you can see, Wigglytuff as well is rare to find as well in the plains biome. Both are rare to find, so really you're only going to be using them to farm moonshine, moon shards, and moonstones, and some sugar as well. But for the most part, I don't think you're going to be taming these. So, yeah. That's going to do it for the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like if you like, dislike if you don't, subscribe if you like it. Comment down below your thoughts. Everyone have a blessed day as always. And of course, as always, doodaloo!